Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully by both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. By all you hear. Answer that and you'll learn the truth.
Who are you?
Even though the mask, you can see the Huntress is blushing a bit, it seems like your line of questioning made her a little nervous. Oh, is this the Trapper's backstory? This is so sad. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Don't you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookette to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. Or are you expecting some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like we find on cable. Toy and Claudette usher you to the seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific, it seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. I'm popular. I'm a popular kid. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster? Look at those cum gunners! Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, we didn't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Oh, no! Hey there, T-Star, you're looking good, real good. I said that wrong, but you got the point. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big, they can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not, it's completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directly crafted. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite to you. Huntress and Trapper can sit on the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully by both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really do. Dwight looked so sad. Hey, you didn't even actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat, seasoned with a specific number of herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. I feel like these voices should be opposite, but that's fine. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing the facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically it's true of the best kind of true. I didn't read that right either. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey T-Star, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? There are several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? Also, I have ulcers. Do you have anything that's a little bit better for me? This took 12 hours. And we literally do everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything to a twain. Oh, she's chopping the thing. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear we are from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. I'll keep doing your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like it. Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I am Wraith. Wraith and I are one. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth, except for that part. Great, now instead of slicing it, you can club it to a second death. Hey T-Star, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argue who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. Doesn't matter which one does. When they're done, it will take even longer cleaning up their weapon, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Uh-oh. Mini games. I'm not gonna get 9 points this time. What happens if I fail? I kinda wanna fail. That was pretty good. I'd like to see with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, you said it. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner's finally served, for real. Sounds, especially coming from the mashed killers that they eat, which involving lifting their masks and shoveling food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit Mindline doesn't have an E. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean,
Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think this week is really Kona and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect?
well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they tried to mash their stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The best two things are about being dead. The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. That's why I was confused reading that, because she just said one thing. Okay. Think about it, T-Star. Number 2. No, number 2. One less thing about the afterlife. If I wanted to eat, I'd have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just dismembered body parts floating in the spectral form. You see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? Does she also have some cuts? No, wait. Don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Same. Between the food and the group of... this might be the worst meal in history, but even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them? Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. It's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirects. Yeah, she's right, T-Star. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Did you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yeah, you poor thing. Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea when the last time you ate a real meal and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... You guys didn't see it? I saw a seagull. I swear. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear, if a beginner feel lightheaded, it waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer is, clearly you're about to pass out. Oi, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, guide, the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There are too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them, because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them may lead you to demise, other may lead you to something worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the only one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up. This Ocean's character, that's some quality early game storytelling. This is early game? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to hurry up if I want this world record speedrun. You wake to find up the huntress holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water in your mouth. Oh good. Sometimes when I try and care for people, they have a way of ending up less alive than when I started. Which would be a total bummer if that happened to you. It's been so long since I had a normal, happy, healthy person living around. Usually just falling into the same old routine of smashing everyone's head open with a hatchet before I really get to know who they are as a person. But you know, you're not nearly as scared or too busy writhing in pain for me to see me. Okay. You feel nervous in her arms, not because they're maybe crushing you a bit, but because she's beautiful. Yes, beautiful, but I was going to narrate that, not, you know, say it out loud in a single word like some creep. Beautiful mask, your bunny ears, it's quite gorgeous. Nice recovery, but you're awake talking and you gotta keep this up. Did you make it yourself? You're the first person to ever ask me. Yes, I did. You seem quirky and cool. You could do anything. Wait, that's me. You could own an Etsy store, maybe a doctor. Why is it you kill people? Hunter sighs. You can practically see the memories flickering across her eyes. But she hasn't tried to kill you yet, so that's a good sign. It's all I was ever taught to do as a young girl. So I thought it was right. Even though the mask, you can see the huntress is blushing a bit, it seems like your line of questioning made her a little nervous. Hey, you didn't eat much dinner. Want a snack? Okay. She offers you some jerky. Okay. Probably some human jerky. But her spice game is on point because it smells pretty damn good. I need to figure out why I'm here. I don't really want to eat human jerky. I guess it depends how hungry I am. I'm not that hungry right now. I'm a vegetarian. Thanks, though. Huntress grunts in judgment. Humans are the top of the food chain for a reason. Well, what's this? You found something in the sand. Huntress reaches down to pick it up. It's a hair clip, probably left by a girl who was playing on the beach long ago, who's definitely still alive and not at all dead. Huntress closes the bag of jerky with the hair clip. She seems a little mixed up on how this particular item works. You should go with the flow or show me some of your knowledge in advanced humaning. You silly goose. You chuckle before reaching for the bag of juicy. You take the beret off and collect a lock of Huntress's hair.
Huh?
Flipping it back into the attractive swoop. Much better. Huntress is so happy you taught her something new about human trinkets. She touches her clip with a shy smile. Things are just really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on this strange island. It's Scooby-Doo! Scooby. Only to find a Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboard in hands, which they're waving above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend every event that's scheduled. Playing for some cute flirt points was not a part of the evening's activities. Me when my date flirts with me. Hey, stick to the schedule, lady. Strictly slotted for after campfire story. At this point, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what's coming up after the flirting. There's no time for excuses. Go, go, go. Once everyone's gathered at the fire pit, Wayne and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, we're not willing to say who, so don't worry, hasn't been sticking to schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but bedtime's my favorite activity. But bedtime, but story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, as a group we have to decide? That never goes well. That was not the right voice. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I would be angry. I'll merely chop off your head clean. No fuss, no mess. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you as you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't know how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while passed out. I've been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule? Even once? Damn it, Donald, if you don't fix that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his own blood, Cynthia. Fuss and mess are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill, it's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even cares anymore? Nobody. Call me nobody. But we still got started on story time, so who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody so the trapper. When it asks me who to have sex with, I'll pick the trapper. But for now, I'll pick. I picked both of these guys once, so. But I also picked the beach. I guess we'll go trapper. Sure. I choose you, Trapper. Well, this whole experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Wait, what did I say? Yes, of course, I want to hear my story. It's a good one, an old one, too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other to do a favor. My father doesn't want me to go out with you anyway. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks we shouldn't, and if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think I should come by and tell my dad? We'll be careful so you can still be friends. Of course, said the other friend, who has always been eager to please his best mate. The two went to their concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made without being more cautious. When the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his father responded, stone-faced, "No, sorry, this is not best for both of you. I do not want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen that he immediately left. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction, especially because if they did, then... Oh, there's the hooks. I'm just seeing the hooks. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in the town and they'd all think him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. Oh, is this the Trapper's backstory? This is so sad. But he was too upset to go home or be spotted on the path, so instead he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms when they didn't want anyone to see them trading interesting rocks they dug up. He's a little dumb, but that's alright. It was quiet, he stifled his own tears, and when they heard it, a sound and odor wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried the dark wind's betrayal. That sentence was wordy. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him more, but I didn't want you to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday, you really would have ended up hurt because of him. You need your friends you can rely on. Trapper looked angry. The muffled tears stopped, and the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day he got up and sat in the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one no kid in town had ever dare conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he went home. Before he finally went home, he did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. Hey, what are you doing out there? Asked Judas. Nothing. Our hunting squirrels sat down to eat this apple, lied the younger boy. Yeah, sure, okay. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair. Yes, truly unthinkable, answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around. But before the betrayer could leave him, his old friend out called out to him. Going to climb this tree, he said. I'm going to make it to the top. The hell you are. No one can do that, and they definitely can't do it by themselves. He had him. I can, and I will. I'll understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt. He's not afraid. I'm not afraid. He's afraid, replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. Oh, forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it. You'll see that I'm not afraid. And so the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than they'd ever had before. Then they continued to climb. Where they had reached the top will never be known. Because the turncoat, the boy who had made his father lie for him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident that his old chum pushed him, but how could he? He was the weak one, after all. Well, such a weak child could never send his best friend to death. This was the accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more, of course. A month later, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call on staying quiet after that. Silence is really best at a time like this. Shit! What about you, T-Star? What did you think of my tale? Were you the boy in that story? What a stupid question. On that note, everyone... it's a break. So you can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you alone by the fire. The only thing is you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because the trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, show me some love by liking and subscribing.
Subscribe to T-Star 17 for more.